Hi everyone, welcome to the Reactjs course of 2021, and in this particular video we are going to learn that what is React and why to use it. Well, now what is React? So React is an open source front-end JavaScript library which is basically used to build user interface. You can say that we build UI components in it. Now we use here a term called component. Now let's understand that what is component. So to understand component, let's see that we have a web page you are seeing on screen. So it's just a web page, a simple web page, and let me explain you that what is containing. So it's containing an header, which is again containing a button, an account button, and logo, and in left side you can see that it's containing a React logo. Then we have some blocks, and these blocks are containing some text, and on the right side you can see there are some images. So there are mainly, we can say that there are three components which we have built here. One is header and another one is the main content area which we have here. Now what is the benefit of using component? So the main concept behind using component is that not writing code again. So once we build a component, we can use later without repeating of code. We can just the call component and it will load your whole code and it will display whatever you have written in your code. So I think you are not understanding what is component like that. Let me explain it briefly. So let's see that we have here an header. So whenever we build our website, let's say normally in HTML and CSS, we need to write down our code again and again for header and footer. Basically it's the same on whole pages. So I think we don't want to repeat the code again and again. So now here we build components that contain your whole elements like that header. So this header will be built inside your header component, and you can call your header component in your web page. So here you do not repeat the whole code, you just call your component and your header will be loaded on web page. So it's provide you the flexibility of using the code without repetition, that make it faster. Now here we have a code of header. Now again you can see that we have some other text here, so you can see that we have images. So it's an component. What we can do, we can just recall this component and we can change the images. Now let's see that we have text area. So here we have 4 blocks in which we have written text. Now using JSX, we can just change the text. We don't need to write code for these blocks. We don't need to write down CSS for these blocks. And what we can do, we can just use JSX and we can call the data whatever we want to display here. Let's say on home page we want to display the same 4 blocks and some data inside it, and later we want to use the same 4 block on about section. Then you will call your component and you will pass the data inside it from JSX which you have created. So it will simply call your component and it will render it and it will display the data which is called inside your component. If you are not understanding that what is all these things, I will teach you step by step in upcoming videos. So definitely you will understand that what I am talking about here. Now let's see that something more about React. So it's just a basic definition which I have told you that mainly it is a JavaScript library and used to build UI components. If you have understand that what is component, that's quite impressive. If you're not, then in depth I will explain in another video. So now Facebook built it, and nowadays it is maintained by the community of individual developers and some companies. Now Facebook built it for itself. Now it is an open source, everyone can use it. You can see its code on GitHub and you can use it. Now React can be used as a base in the development of single page or mobile applications. Now this is the beauty that we build single page web applications inside React that make it more useful. Now what is single page application and how we build it, we will see inside our projects. But let me tell you that as I have previously told you that we build component inside that React. So we call these all components inside a file that called app.js file, and using index.jsx file we can show the data on a web page. So I have a separated video about that, the folder structure of React. In that you will understand what is the folders in React which we have created and how can we manage the folders inside a project. Let's say we have a big project, and how can we manage that project, that folders. So I have explained all these things inside that. So now why we should use React? As I have told you that we build component that make it faster. So it's faster, it provide you reusability of code, and reusability make it more faster. Second thing is that it is SEO friendly. Now we render the file on server side, that make it SEO friendly, but if we render the file on client side, I think that do not make it SEO friendly. So if you want to build React application and you are doing SSR, that will definitely make your website SEO friendly, and that's quite impressive. Now here a concept comes of DOM. So we have virtual DOM in React which we use here. Now what is virtual DOM and what is real DOM? I have a separated video on that. You can completely understand that. I have teach in depth that what is the concept of DOM in React and what is virtual DOM, why we use it, and how it make faster React. Now efficient debugging, easy testing. So these stuffs are for developers who love to build in React application. The one thing I love about the React is single page web application, and I love the concept of single page web applications. So this is all about React, and I hope you get some useful information. If yes, then subscribe to the channel. If you have any doubt, you can ask me here, or you can follow me on LinkedIn and Twitter. My ID is @CEO Ankit Yadav. You can follow me on these things. If you have any doubt, you can ask me there. If you are a developer, then you should visit a website, workforwin.com. There you will get cool projects in web development. You can get the source code, you can get the project ideas, and you can copy the code from there, and you can learn that how to build cool and amazing projects, and you can get project-based learning by just visiting website workforwin.com, whose link is also provided in the description box. Thanks for watching. See you soon in our next video.